Hello, your favorite news report from BSN Black Studio News. Here for you today to go around random worlds and ask them the most major questions of today. Like, for one, what do they think of VTubers? Let's find out, shall we? But before we do find out, a word from our sponsor. Hello and welcome to the Catgirl Empire Weapon Industries. I am here to present to you the finest and technological weapons we have today. Not even the LPD can stop us with these weaponry. In fact, the LPD even come to us, well, the corrupt ones anyway. These weapons may not be legal, but at least they will protect you. Let's start off with the person on my left here. We'll get to the shield later, but first, check out this amazing assault rifle, right? It's very good, but you think, an assault rifle, we got plenty of them. Well, this one has unlimited ammunition. And it doesn't have a cooldown either. Well, maybe it does whenever you let go of the trigger. That's the cooldown. It also has different types of bullets. It has electricity, plasma, ice, and I'm pretty sure fire too. Fire bullets, I know, right? All in this little gun. It has an automatic targeting system, so you don't have to worry about looking for the scope. The gun, it basically does it itself for you. It has a decent enough range. And since it's elongated barrel, you can also use the shield to protect you as well. So that way, you can shoot people, but people can't shoot you because of the shield. Smart. Now, we go to the person on my right here. Now, as you can see, she's holding a shield and a sword. And you think to yourself, why have a sword when people are using guns? Well, hence the shield. This way, you can do quiet assassination attacks. Especially if you want to avoid the, well, let's just say the Apple industry. Especially when you haven't paid your bill for your Apple products. These will protect you from any Apple assassin they might send. The shield is basically a barrier proof. And right, not just that, you don't have to store it anywhere. All you have to do is just get the implant, put it in your left arm, and just make a fist and boom. Simple as that. Shield up. Now, with these types of shields, they're kinetic shields. Basically, it will protect you from almost any kinetic energy, even plasma. It has to be an extremely slow projectile for it to go through, like so. This slow of a projectile to go through. Now it doesn't hurt you, so that's good. And you're thinking, but the shield's slightly too big for the sword, right? You're right, it is. But that's the beauty of the sword. As you can see, it just looks like a normal sword, right? But these little marks here, the little tiny triangle thing and the red thing going into it, well, that is the battery power supply. Basically, it manipulates the sword's electric magnetic field around it, a bit like a lightsaber, but not hard light. Anyway, basically, it has the same radio waves as the shield, so it can pass through the shield no matter how fast you're swinging it. Also, if you are holding this blade, the currents will go through your body as well. So basically, you can go through the shield whenever you feel like it. Unlike me. You know what I mean? So, with this sword, right, you can basically go up and defend yourself. This is basically offense, and this is defense. Now, all this could be yours, and there's two ways of paying it. One, through money. The cost for the implant shields and the sword and the weapon, or the gun. If you just want the shield alone, it would be 1,596 whatever currency you're in. The sword would be 2,056 whatever currency, and the assault rifle is 1 million in any currency. You can buy the bundle with the sword and shield for double the price of the sword. That's right, double the price of the sword. So it's far more cheaper than paying both price by instead of adding both prices up together. Now, if you buy the AR, right, you get the shield for free. That's right, for free. And the second way of getting these or second way of payment to get these is to join the Catgirl weapon industry. Every member gets their own unique free weapon after usage of training time and etc. You also have to wear these wonderful garbs, these wonderful uniforms. I know what you're thinking, it's a bit maidish, but to be honest, these are far more protective and comfy. This isn't just a skirt, this is a combat skirt. And plus, we are... Don't do it again. We are the Catgirl Weapon Empire Industries. Let's find some more not so horny people, shall we?
You know, when you come to VR chat, you either see Amori skins or titties. There's no in between.
Excuse me, I am from BSN, Black Studio News. I have some questions for you.
By the way, dude.
Question 1.
Huh?
What do you think of VTubers?
Average E-boy, yo, hey.
Oh.
Hey,
nothing?
yo, boy, follow me to a world real quick. Follow me to
Okay,
my private
what about the
world
VTuber, Nero-sama, the
Can you follow
AI?
me to my private world, please?
It wants to turn...
Come on, be an average virgin E-boy, because you can't
I
touch
don't
real
like
women,
AI
so you touch
in
fake
general.
women, don't you?
Oh,
Come on, man.
see.
Please be that type of guy.
Then you wouldn't like Apple Mint,
I mean, you
my
already
friend.
are, but come on.
Anyway.
Be the better one.
So,
you trying to get
you don't
that
know what
veteran
a
rank,
VTuber
aren't you,
is?
huh? You're trying to spend 10 million hours on VR
A
channel.
VTuber, well, it's a person
you're
who
trying to
uses
fuck hard on
an avatar?
You want
Yes.
your big old cock
An
and
anime
that
avatar.
You want that Onoho pussy, man. You want that fake pussy, man. You on that shit for real. This nigga gets pussy. Oh,
So what
God.
do you think
Aw,
of
damn, a
This nigga is the
huge
fucking
VTubers?
NPC.
This nigga is the wizard.
Do you
of
like
Oz,
him?
bro.
What?
Holy
VTubers.
shit, my
What
nuts
do you think
are
of him?
quaking
Do you
at the
like
sight
him?
of this
Well,
nigga. This nigga is absolutely fucking
I'm not.
trembling
I
my
don't
legs. My legs are
dislike them.
trembling, bro. My legs
So
are
you just
quaking.
like, nah.
I can't even stand.
Oh my god. I feel the sarcasm.
Yeah,
I'm literally
basically.
coming. I'm
Fair
literally
enough.
coming.
What do you find appealing? Even though that you just, yeah, there has to be something appealing to him for
All
you.
the musk emitting from
In some of
your
them, the
gamer body
art.
just-
Ah,
I like how the avatars are drawn.
I don't date online either.
And even if you think
I
you're
like
too
the art
special
in some
and
of
you're gonna
the
last,
VTubers.
it's not because it's a virtual
Same.
relationship. People have needs.
like the boing
they
boing,
need they
if you know what
nuts
I mean.
sucked.
Yeah.
They need they fucking titties. Fuck. They need that shit.
Yeah, the jiggly
They
physics
need it.
can be
Humans
good.
are fucking
Mhm,
lustful,
mhm.
right?
What do you think about the
You know-
controversy of people
Nah,
calling
that ain't
lollies
the real reason. Niggas are
as
just,
like
they don't got
underage
self-control.
children when they're not?
I mean, why?
Niggas don't got self-control, so they
As
just be
in just
fucking
seeing children and
and
calling them
having
lollies?
babies with bitches they don't even want to have babies with.
No,
And then
it's
the
more
bitches
like
having
adults who are
babies with
jealous
niggas they don't even know.
because they have
Like shit,
the VTuber has a model of
niggas
a
are stupid. And
short
bitches.
girl who's flat-chested but basically of age.
Exactly.
But stop that e-boy shit, bro.
Oh, well.
Get in a real nigga avatar. You know
I
what those
think
are?
it's
They're the little niggas.
well. If the character
tiny
looks
little
like a
nigga avatars.
child, I think it's a little weird.
Yeah, the small
Especially
nigga
if
ones.
the person is, participating in something like, Patreon content, which is over 18 plus.
Look,
What about...
Yeah, they gotta
Okay,
be small.
so you think it's kind of childish,
E-boys just look
understood.
ugly as shit
Would
on
you
VR chat.
attack the person
Holy shit.
behind
Everyone agrees
that
too.
anime
Holy
model?
moly. Everyone I ever talked to would just be like,
Or-
damn,
I
that shit
don't know.
ugly."
Or are you one of those people where they
I don't
do
get why people wear
themselves,
those fucking
and
shirts.
if they leave me
They
alone,
are
I'm
ugly.
fine.
No, they're not.
Well, I think I wouldn't attack them. I would just say
So
my
we found the
criticism and
e-girl.
let them be. I don't see a point in witch hunting a person.
Alright, so you know that. Okay, so you
Most
know this.
reasonable people are like that.
This theory, right?
Unfortunately,
where
there
if you look
are
at
a
things
small
that aren't real, you're
minority
gonna think
group
real
that
things aren't as
don't,
good, so
you
you're
know.
not gonna find relationships as appealing.
Don't support those ways.
Yeah,
As
it's.
to
I
online
think it's
relationships,
important
as the further
to
you
kind
do
of
it, the more you love to do it.
break
The more
this
you look at
mob
e-boys, the more you're not
mentality
gonna
that
want real-life
has
boys.
been getting around
Boom, keep
more
going on with
lately.
that shit.
I think
You
it's
don't
very
love nobody
unhealthy.
IRL, you
Exactly.
just be a
Like
loner.
people need to form their own opinions before
True.
joining
Yeah,
a
no,
mob.
That is the thing. Everyone, if you do that,
What
shit,
about when
you're gonna fuck
let's
yourself in the
move
long
on
run.
from the anime topic
Especially-
and move on to like gaming?
Especially on VR chat. 'cause
Have you heard
niggas
of
go
Hogwarts
too
Legacy?
far on this game. Holy shit, they getting in full body.
Yeah.
Like, getting fucking
Have you
sex
heard about
suits
the
and
controversy
shit. Like,
around
holy
it?
moly. God damn, how far can
yeah.
a nigga go before he can just
What's
go
your
out and ask a
thoughts on
girl
that?
on a date? Holy shit.
Well,
God damn, how
as
far
much
must
as
it
I
go
don't
before these people
support
actually go to real
J.K.
people?
Rowling's thoughts,
Like, that's
and
what I'm
honestly,
saying.
I'm
It
just
pisses
not
me
that
off,
big
bro.
of a fan of Harry Potter, so I didn't
Everyone
buy
just-
the game.
don't
I
know, bro.
won't
They buy all this
really
shit.
think that harassing people
To
who
make 'em
did buy it as reasonable.
Play VR more.
I mean,
They
it's
literally
their
have
choice
play
to do what
VR
they
more
want
'cause
with
they
their
invest
money.
So much fucking money in it.
Exactly.
So they really can't stop playing
My
because they
thoughts
just put so
are the
much
same.
money into it.
Even though I brought the game, but
I don't need
It's just VR
I
niggas
just
are
like
so
that
retarded.
franchise, not
And
necessarily.
that's why I
the
love
person
arguing
who
with
made
VR
it, you know
niggas
what I
because
mean?
I'm always on the top dog.
Yeah.
No one can over fucking out argue me. This
So,
fucking game.
if you
It's
have
awesome.
any
Everyone's so fucking
criticism or
retarded. I
advice
just be
about...
spitting facts
Actually,
and these niggas just
forget about
listen.
criticism. Do you have any advice to anyone who wants to play Hogwarts Legacy
big fan.
on how to handle the
Indeed.
I commonly disagree
witch
with you,
attacks, if you know what I mean?
Like I was arguing, dude.
Not everything
witch
is
hunt.
fine.
My favorite moment on VR chat, bro. I was
I
arguing
think, well,
with this nigga, I was roasting his shit
just
out. It was
it's
that
easy
Finwood
to
Hoosiers,
say
right? And
not
he had
to
his
give
girlfriend right
them,
next to him.
any
It was so
attention,
bad. The
but
nigga was
we
so
all know
bad, bro. It
how
was so bad.
difficult
She
it
kept
can be.
fucking
I'm not
face-palming.
sure. Like, don't
She
let
was
it
like,
get to your
"Let's
head
just
too
go."
much,
And just like kept face palming.
and just enjoy the thing that you spend your money
There was
on.
like at least like 20 people around.
Because, you
And
know,
they're just fucking. No, not 20. At least like 10.
There's
though.
no
They had
point
all my
in
niggas there. And some niggas
getting
pulled up
worried
and they
about
was
people,
arguing,
what people on the internet
right?
tell
And-
you.
And the niggas left.
Yes,
They left
exactly.
in the fucking portal. I told her to stop fucking.
What do you
dating
think about
retards.
the supposedly
As she left.
boycotting that failed.
She kept facepalming
What
though.
do you
I
think
love
about
that
that?
shit. That was so funny.
Well, boycotting. If you want to
Oh my
boycott,
God,
do
VRChat
that.
is so
If
fun
you don't
when
want
you
to,
see that
don't
shit.
do that. I think the
That's the only reason I
boycotting
play.
games
To sell
can be
advertise,
difficult, but if you
and
didn't
to
buy
fuck
it,
with people.
didn't want to buy it from the get-go, don't buy it from the get-go.
VRChat's so fun just to fuck
Do
with
you
niggas,
think
but
that
it's not
the
fun to
people
play
who
it.
were outraged and harassing people and telling them to
you're
not
allowed
play
to,
Hogwarts
yeah.
Legacy and to boycott it made people not
Nah,
to
it's
boycott
boring,
the
even
game
with
even
your-
more and
Even with
decided
the
to
game mode and shit, like I just get bored.
convince people to buy the game
Like,
just to
and also I can't
piss
even
off
play
the
shit because I got the hand tracking.
people who are outraged.
I think, yeah, in some way, some people, like, just out of spite decided to do it. If they find it funny, but it kinda is, when you think
I
about
broke
it.
those shits.
I
broke
agree.
my controller.
Unfortunately, I'm
I
out
got too
of
much drift. The quest
questions,
needs to
so
reduce drift for real.
thank you for the interview.
That's the first thing.
Oh,
they
well,
should do with the
thank
new
you for
one.
taking it, I guess.
No problem. And remember, this is
Yeah,
BSN,
like a
Black
little
Studio
fucking,
News.
like,
The news is black because of Black Studios.
WD-30 sprayer.
Now,
you know,
a word from our sponsor.
W.
Hello, this is a sponsor from the Apple company here to sponsor their latest product, and that is the Apple Virtual AI Assistant is here for you. It has many functions. As you can see here, I have facial expressions to express different facial for social interactions appropriate for the situation. We also have different skills like assassination mode, protection mode, forgetful mode. That was the memory erasing mode, so if you have any information that you don't want this unit to remember, just get them to erase it and they will erase it, period. It also has take your money mode. It will give you the option to take other people's money so you can buy more Apple products or keep up with the Apple subscription you are paying now. This virtual assistant also has a full body range of movement. That was a demonstration from this unit. Anyway, time is up. Please enjoy.
What?
Hello,
Something weird happened.
I am a news reporter from
Anyway,
BSN, Black
yeah.
Studio News. I have some questions for you guys. Question 1. Have you heard of a VTuber?
Hey, dude.
Yeah, finally
Turn on
someone. Okay. What do you think of them?
No.
Please.
Do they eat children?
Indifferent.
What's that?
It depends on what VTuber you're on about.
I'll change to something.
There are
that doesn't have a
man-eating
spawn
ones,
and
woman-eating
animation.
ones, robot-eating ones, maybe.
What's
Sexual
the
one
question?
I'm
ones.
from BBC
Hey,
News,
here
and
we
I'll take
go.
over your
Now
shitty
turn
news
on my
station
avatar.
within a second.
It's just a giant robot.
BBC News, you have nothing on me.
It's a giant robot that has a lot of stuff to be able to do.
I don't know what the fuck is going
It
on.
can do.
Anyway, so
We're
what are
being
your
caught live on YouTube.
So what are
We're
your
being used for clout.
Do you
That's
know
what's
what a
happening.
VTuber?
what are your
You're being
thoughts on
covered for the day.
I know what a
VTubers?
I know
Do
that.
you
Pretty
like
much.
them? Do you
Yeah, I
not
know what a
like them?
VTuber is. Yes.
Shoot it!
Do you like them though? That's the question. Or
I don't think there's any particular difference between a VTuber and any sort of other content creator. The only thing
Except
that
for
needs
they
to be
create
kept
porn.
in
That's all
mind
they
when you
create.
make when you deal with VTubers is the fact that most of them have a well, normal content creators, their real life and their persona tends to mix a lot more until you can't really tell the difference. A VTuber normally has a lot more of a fictional persona, and people got to keep that in mind. Because
Alright,
I've realized that that's something that causes a lot of issues with some people. Like, I have noticed that I had a friend who tried to copy a VTuber on their mannerisms and how they behaved because he thought they were super cool, and he didn't realize that that isn't how they are 24/7 as a person. That's how they are as an actor doing VTubing.
So
beyond
are some
beyond
people
that,
who
I think
can't-
they're perfectly normal.
So you're saying there are some people who can't tell the difference between reality and non-reality?
Parasocialism and escapism. Am I getting that right?
That is entirely correct. You nailed both of those terms.
What about the VTubers' artwork? You know, like the boing boings and the dingy dongs.
Porn is
I
porn.
mean, I don't think.
There you go. Porn is porn.
What's the context of the question, though? Isn't most influencers normally quite attractive in one way or another anyway? Then again, there are VTubers that don't use attractive models, use models attached more to fandoms or relatability as well.
Example, Zoran the Bear.
That's an example.
Good example.
What about if the VTuber wasn't human at all? What about if they were in full AI, like Nero-sama?
That's already been a thing for a long time with what's their name? What's the name?
I know who you're talking about.
The corporate-owned one. It's been around for like a really long time.
Project Melody?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, not Project Melody. Ain't no
way longer than
AI.
that. No, an actual AI.
Kazuna Ai, or
Potential. Was that the one? Yeah,
That's
maybe
the
that one. Yeah. I don't see particularly big problems with it as long as people get the entertainment that they want, and I suppose that an AI streamer would be able to, or AI VTuber would be able to produce content more reliably and more often. It might be a little bit repetitive, though. Depends on people's taste. I don't see a fundamental problem with it.
what do you think about the people who are saying that AI should be eradicated because they're taking over people's jobs and stuff? What are your thoughts on that?
I have a very, very strong opinion about this, and that opinion was driven into me when I was 14 years old and were slightly communist leading in my opinions. Because I had a class about industrialization. And the teacher made the point that the tractor was good for everyone because it could do more work with less people. But what happened with the tractor is that a lot of people lost their jobs. So in my mind, there's no difference between a tractor making a farmer able to have less people working on his farm, thereby less jobs, and an AI doing this job more efficiently and only needing some coders to keep it running. To me, there's not really a difference.
Me, in my personal... Sorry.
Yeah.
Me, in my personal opinion, I think that AI maybe won't even get to the point where it can take over human jobs because, to be honest, we don't have the technology, and considering humans are constantly at war with each other, we don't have the time to actually make AI to do stuff like that.
I can tell you a bit about this because I'm from Norway. Kongsberg is where we develop a lot of targeting systems for the US, for everything from the javelins to all the different artillery systems that need to identify what's friend and foe, what works correctly. We're talking, this is like the AIs that are the literal best at recognizing patterns. And all of these fucking AIs that you have running around doing VTuber stuff and Joken, for instance, all they really do is work on patterns. They recognize the patterns. They don't actually know what they're doing. Now, in Kongsberg, we did a little experiment where we tried to make a automatic grid defense. So basically hooking up a AI with a learning algorithm and telling it, you're protecting this area, and then gave it a gun that it was able to point and fire. This thing would go through so many rounds per day because it could think that the lightest of things, that the most obscure thing, could be something hiding behind a leaf or behind a tree. It ended up scaring all the wildlife out of like a 5-kilometer radius, because all day you would hear bang bang.
This is a warning to those who are sensitive to light and flashing images. This is an epilepsy warning, so please turn off the video for your safety. Thank you.
Bang, 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 like every half an hour or so. Machines are stupid. They don't think, they just work on patterns. So you are correct. They are most likely not going to replace VTubers at all. At least not in the interaction. I don't know if you noticed, but human beings kind of hate repeating the same thing, right? That's why you grow tired of a video game. You play a video game for the first time, you find it amazing because you're learning everything, you're adapting to everything. And then the moment you know the patterns, they start getting bored, right? So you constantly need new influences, you need stuff to challenge you, people to disagree with you, obstacles. The problem kind of is that if the AI learns to give people what they want, eventually it will actually teach itself to become boring, because it's going to give you exactly what you think it wants. Kind of like how the media will give you a cookie-cutter story, and because it's a cookie-cutter story, you know what it's going to say based on the headline. So, why read it?
Makes sense. Fair enough. Thank you for that information.
That's my opinion anyway.
And thank you for participating in this. Now, on to our last sponsor or ad. Hello, this is a sponsor from Mighty Rusk. Here to sponsor my new and latest product, the Mighty Rusk Body Wash. It's actually the best body wash you can have, because this body wash saves lives. That's right, saves lives. Just like yours truly here. Saves lives for a price. A price that will never leave your mind. A price that will wash all your worries away with Mighty Rusk's Body Wash. And with Mighty Rusk's Body Wash, it will also get rid of any dirt by fighting and running away. It helps you stop him from sweating when you are running away. Like a little coward. Unlike me, I'm not a coward. Anyway, Mighty Rusk Body Wash is available right now for the price of $9.99, whatever currency you're in. And I'm telling you now, once you buy it, there are no refunds. Mighty Rusk! And goodbye. Remember, the news is black with Black Studio News.